So hey there guys, I've just watched episode 17 of ReZero. Far from funny and happy episode, that's for sure. So the reaction is in the description, go watch it and go back here if you wanna listen to the discussion. And the discussion starts right now, Jesus Christ. Can we please not do that again with me? So anyways, we start with the giant whale trying to kill our people. And this thing is weird. So first of all, it's based, it's magical witch creature kinda, and they feel witch in Subaru, and that's why the whale was like, ooh, so fascinated by the man. But this is all cool and stuff. I mean, yes, the monster, gigantic monster, ooh. But what the hell with memory and erasing memories? Not just erasing memories, it looks like it erases a person from a world completely. Like it was never here. Like in Steins Gate, I mean, spoilers for Steins Gate, right? Like some characters appeared in one world line and another world line you don't even know they exist. They don't exist. They are either dead or something, right? So this is the same thing. Rem is so like Rem. It's not like people forgot about Ram. It looks like she was erased. Her room was completely not used by anyone. She was never sleeping in there. It looked like he got into the another dimension or something like this. But Subaru remembers it again. Like, difficult to explain stuff without spoiling other anime. He remembers it. He remembers her. He remembers everything. I mean, maybe he's the only one who is not sensible to this sort of power, but what the hell is this power? How it happened? Why it happened? Is that connecting to a whale or maybe to a fog the whale makes or a goddamn tree or something? Because the first victim was that guy Otto, who was constantly forgetting people that were near him. But in this case, in case of this man, Subaru actually also was like, oh, there's no man. But he was, there was no man, but Subaru remembered him. So that's interesting. That's an interesting detail. And yeah, the whale is attacking, and Ram tries to protect the man. Other carriages also disappeared. Ram got into demon mode, started fighting the demon, the dragon, jeez, the whale, and she was pretty nice with it. And I mean, as I've said in the episode, she's better controlling herself now because she was like getting totally crazy with this power, attacking Ram and Subaru. But now she's using some half of it. And again, she sacrifices herself to protect the man. I'm not very smart, says her, and drops in his arms and does a Xena warrior queen move. You know how she was doing that. And he falls and cannot move. But I mean, in Xena's case, it was like a little thing, like you're gonna die in 1 minute. So tell me what the information. He's like, they're there. I still remember that. Man, it was like 20 years ago or something. It actually was 20 years ago. 20 years ago when I watched it. Um, where's Ram? The guy. Oh, and that's interesting. He asks Otto, "Where's Ram?" And he starts explaining like, "Oh, she left. She protected us, and we have to like." Subaru's like, "Go back," because he doesn't really care about his life, not too much. But Otto's like, "Jesus, I don't want to die, so no, no." And he still remembers about her. But then at some moment he's like, "What? Who's Ram?" And the whale killed the master swordsman. Oh. Who was the master swordsman? I mean, that's not a big surprise considering that the whale is like a goddamn building, like a huge um, skyscraper in terms of the size. So it killed the swordsman. We don't know. I mean, I don't know if we heard of some swordsmen. I mean, we heard that Wilhelm is good. We know that Reinhardt is really good, but we know nothing else. So again, emotional scene, Subaru fighting with the guy, and then Subaru understands that, oh shit, the whale actually follows us because of him. And Otto hears that and like, Subaru-kun, shine kudasai, could you please die? Such a formal, nice guy. Could you please die? And Subaru, possible. I mean, that was a dick move. That was the dickiest dick move in the history of dick moves. Poor Subaru, that moment, I felt it. I felt it when he fell from the carriage and he was not willing to die. Sometimes he have a courage, like when he jumped from a cliff. He has his reasons now again, but there's no courage in him now, and he does not wanna die. And after he fell and broke all his bones, was running away. I was pretty sure he's just gonna die again painfully. But ReZero says like, oh, you know what? Nah, I'm just gonna make this guy suffer more, just as you. So here you go, he survived. Noise, noise. Yes, after all the crying and screaming that he doesn't wanna die, for some fucking reason that's unknown. You know what? There's a detail here. Subaru looks at the moon, which is normal again. We haven't seen a moon during the whale scene, but we saw the moon during attack on Ram and Ram village, and the status of the moon was weird. It was like half moon, and other second it was full moon, but it was definitely red. And now it's normal, so maybe that's a detail. Maybe moon was red or something, because I don't know. And there was another detail. The whale had his eyes turned red. I remember that happening previously at one moment when the little doggy transformed into a huge dog. It all also started from his eyes getting red. Does that mean that that eyes getting red is something that implies that this creature is being commanded? In the situation with the doggy, the command was to transform and to attack. In the situation with a whale, that was following Subaru and really wanting to kill him. But for this situation, it's like, retreat, don't kill him. That's the connection I have now, and we know that someone probably uh, rules those monsters, and I will not be surprised if it's a girl, blue-haired girl, and I will not even be surprised if a blue-haired girl is somewhat shape-changed Roswell, because he's blue and she's blue, right? And he's fishy. We saw this girl when we never saw them together. Roswell appeared and protected Subaru from the doggy. He could have controlled the doggy or attack him, and now I'm gonna protect him, so I have an alibi or something, right? So I don't know. I suspect the girl and Rose will be bad people, but I will not be surprised if it's actually one person. Because they're blue. That's my smart fucking detail. They're blue. But that's not the only one. But I mean, yeah, that's a connection. So I know someone probably commanded the whale to not kill him. The reasons, fuck it, I don't know. That's the weirdest thing. That's just you can kind of think why, but you don't understand the real reason behind it. Like why he should die now, and why he shouldn't die after that. In the basically in the same situation. If there was a plan to kill Subaru, then just kill him. If there was no plan, then just don't kill him. I don't know. So the moon is normal, and Subaru sees it, and he's following the road, and there's a beautiful dragon, the one that was Otto's dragon. Otto was killed by witches cultists. I don't know. It looks like it was all set up for Subaru to get to the village, or like extremely lucky. So he gets to the village, kids are happy, he's kinda happy, falls down unconscious, sees the beautiful, amazing, perfect girl, Ram, that starts saying Ram words again. I missed my girl so much. She explains to him the whole situation, and he like, oh, Ram is dead. And she's like, who is Ram, though? Seriously? Even if that her sister forgot, that means serious business. It's not memory thing. It's actually like change of world thing. And he's like, "What? Are you serious? You don't remember your girl?" I never had younger sister, she says. And she says that he actually handled my beasts in the situation when Ram actually handled most of them. And he's going crazy. Sees her room. Room is empty, and not just empty. It feels like no one ever even lived there. And shit, I hate that my subtitles are hidden half of the time. So he finds Emilia, and as I've said, he for him there was quite a few episodes of ReZero. For her, no, nothing. They just parted ways in the capital. He was in a bed. They had an argument. And then 1 or 2 days later, he appears again, all beaten up. I mean, she doesn't remember Rem, but without Rem, not like beaten up, he was like half dead, like all broken and smashed inside. And she healed him. And and he starts again, like demanding, "We have to go. We have to protect you." Blah, 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 blah. So for her, it was like, again, seriously. But for him, it was more than understandable. He finally got there. He lost so much during that. He literally lost Ram for the whole world, you know? And he got in there. And Jesus, what happens next is above fucking ruthless from the author who wrote it. I mean, I know that Hajime Isayama is very well known person for making people suffer, but this guy whoever wrote that, I know, is basically the same. He really likes to slap you in the face. And when you try to cover your face because it hurts, he fucking slaps you on the dick. You know? And when you cover everything, he inserts something in your butt. And when you don't have any more arms to protect yourself, then he feels satisfied and he gives something nice to you. So you're like, oh, it ended, and it starts again, like slapping, inserting and stuff. That's how I can describe in few words the fucking ReZero methods. So I don't know who's the guy. Don't explain to me who's the guy. I will understand. I will learn it later. But he's also a crazy person. And Subaru's like, I'm gonna tell you. I am gonna tell you again. And just gonna die and boom, gonna reappear. But that thing, that power, that arm, I just played with him. Like, ooh, such a nice heart. Not gonna touch it. You live and see what you get when you fuck with me. And boom, Emilia dies. So that thing is so powerful, it can literally kill even other people. What is that? What is that? How can it do it? What type of power is that? Where it is living? Where is it placed? And why is it killing Emil? I mean, I know there's one big issue. I mean, we know that there was a witch that kind of the people were fighting with her, and I actually don't remember a whole thing, and maybe I don't even learned it. But there's an uncertain status of the witch. Either she's alive or dead, who knows? There was issues with destroying her body and yada yada yada. But we have Emilia, that by the description looks, I'm sorry, very much like the witch, right? And everyone is comparing her with the witch, and I will not be surprised. I mean, there was like pretty normal thing to assume that her body, Rose will want to use her body. I even thought, I was speaking about that in some of the previous discussion, that he might become, her body may be used for a witch or something. But the big issue is, like, if that arm is witch's arm, why it killed Emilia then if she needs a body? Just to scare Subaru? But again, he's gonna recover, he's gonna do. Why it controlling him, giving him such a strong power? It's just, for me, it kinda doesn't make sense. I'm sure it's gonna be explained, but like, why? If that's a witch, why the hell would you give him the power to fix stuff? And where is it? And how the hell it can kill another person? I don't know, people. A lot of questions for me. But I mean, poor Emilia dies, and Subaru, yes. So Subaru just cannot tell anyone, because if it's not him who's gonna die, another person gonna die. That's it. Which is no better for him, because he doesn't want to die himself, and he doesn't want to die. Doesn't want others to die. But the very interesting part is later with Beatrice. Unfortunately, you have the look of someone who believes he's the world's most unfortunate soul. Well, you know what he is. And that's an interesting moment. She absolutely normally took the fact that Emilia is dead. Okay, dead is dead. And seems like Puck is not affected by that. And Puck had no actions when she was dying. The crystal got destroyed. And I suppose Puck got released or something. Because she said, don't worry, Bobby won't die. Bobby? Who fucking Bobby? Nichan. Nichan. She says Nichan. Why Bobby? He just returned to his original form from now. I mean, we saw his form, like little angry kitten. Now, again. You have something you want to say, I suppose? And he's like, please kill me. And that was a dick move, Beatrice. Jesus, could have killed the man. Could have killed the man. And just cast something and turn away and go away. You know, like that kills him in a some time. But she just let him again to suffer even more, to encounter those fuckers that were probably going to attack, because that is the night to fight with everyone. And she decided to send him specifically to those people. That's too cruel, I suppose. You understand nothing. I mean, of course, because you don't tell us nothing. I won't grant any of your wishes. If you want to die, then die on your own. But then she says, what are you? Everything is already hopeless? But your staying here is a problem. I will at least protect the mansion, I suppose. Why would you not protect in the mansion previously when everyone was dying before? Hmm? Kashiram. And then she... Betty is not like Roswell. Even if it wouldn't secure a future for me. Even if it would secure a future for me. I've had enough of pain, suffering, fear. Jesus. What is she speaking about? Even if what? Gonna... Everything. Hmm. She was speaking just cryptic. She didn't say anything specific. At least die where I cannot see you. So we know that she had a lot in her life, a lot of problems. But she said that she's not like Roswell. Even if it would secure a future for me. I've had enough of pain, suffering, fear. So she kinda implies that Roswell want to secure a future, good future for him, but he have to go through pain, suffering, and fear. Kinda, right? And Betty says that even if it something secures the future, I had enough of fear and suffering, so I don't want to do that. At least that's how I see it. And she's very emotional in this scene. Never saw her this way. Please kill me, says Subaru, and of course appears the worst person in the world that you can ask to do that. Because he's gonna be joking around, licking your face, and making moves, but not killing you. Because he's too crazy. The one you're clutched to your chest there wouldn't be the half devil girl. Half devil girl. Before we could even act, you took the half devil's life in the ordeal's name. Okay, what's the fucking ordeal? Let's learn English. Uh huh. Okay. Get it. What's diligent? Yeah, I don't know quite a few words. Uh huh. That was not important. So they wanted to kill Emilia. Which cultists wanted to kill Emilia? So I suppose which wants her dead? So she can take the body, or what? They actually wanted her dead, not captured, and he's like super happy. But then he's like he wanted to rip her apart. So maybe they don't want to. I don't understand people. Even unable to overcome even one ordeal, much less to confront one of the sins. Shit, those fucking scenes and ordeals. I actually hate this stuff, people. Like this. Yeah. I'm not into that. Completely not into that. I overcome all of the scenes in Dante's Inferno and I kicked all ASS in there. And that was my journey with that. She tips over the first pebble in her path and it's over. And then the interesting part. So the guy have the power of invisible hands, and he's trying to grab Emilia, but Subaru sees those invisible hands. And it's a strong as power, if you ask me, because seeing the invisible is good. Which means that it's probably witch's power. Because, first of all, it's goddamn purplish. And the second, it is witch's cultist. And he tries to grab her. Subaru doesn't let him do that. And he's like, that's very, very bad. That is incredibly bad. Oh my god, it's a mistake. And he starts eating his fingers. I mean, that's a understandable reaction. No one can see it. No other are allowed to see it. And he wants to tear the body, and then appears Puck. Thank God they did not do that. Then appears Puck in a badass moment. Don't don't touch my girl, he says. Oh, there's so much ice things in there. Jeez, that's serious. He can kill them all if he wants. What are you doing to my daughter? Where were you before with all your ice thingies? An evil face of cute little creatures. Jesus, so evil, so badass. No, the biggest creature that broke the building in the in episode 15. That was scary, but that looks stupid. But anyways, where were you before? And this is not your daughter. This is literally a body of your daughter. Maybe you had two daughters. One of them was a nice, beautiful girl. I mean, if it's your daughter, how is she half elf then? How is it works? Is he elf or I kind of wanted to say that maybe you had two daughters and she's a sister of the witch and other sister is the witch, right? And they did something to the witch and they have to transplant the witch, something like this. But how the hell is she your daughter then? Is it like literally daughter or you just call her daughter the way as Beatrice calls you Nichan? How she can be? She should be not half elf but half puck, half cat, half I don't know, half weirdo creature. I don't know. My head's hurting with this episode. But at least this time I tried to find detail, guys. So you will not complain. I hope. I probably I missed everything, but At least I catched something. At least we thought, you scum. But he doesn't love this, guys. Why? And it's night. He appeared during the night when he should be sleeping. Maybe because he was separated from Emilia, broken crystal and stuff. But that was night, and Puck sleeps at night. Because I was like, why he was not protecting her before? But before he could not do that because he sleeps during the night. But now, after she's dead, maybe he can act during the night. I don't know, people. I've got so many questions. I just don't know what to do anymore. Where's my glasses? This anime definitely resembles Attack on Titan in many ways. The fact that it likes killing people, the fact that it likes hurting people who watch it, and the fact that it gives quite a lot of hints and details and everything. I know, to me they're not too obvious as in Attack on Titan, but maybe that's just me. But I mean, when they touch the sloth, I didn't even know the word sloth before I watched it, looked at, and I understood. Oh, that's one of the scenes. So yes, okay. The language barrier actually have some impact on the understanding of the story, but we're kind of getting through it. So yeah, don't forget to not leave some some not needed information if you want me to watch it blindly, right? But other than that, yeah, leave comments. I love it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode, guys. Goddamn. Bye bye.